Hey guys, it's JillianVita. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a haul that I just got from CVS, which is my local drugstore, of all drugstore makeup. Some of it I have heard reviews for, some of it I haven't, but this will be the first time that I unbox everything and I do some swatches and I see how I feel about this drugstore makeup. If you watched my last video on makeup, you know that I've been trying to transition from high-end makeup that you'd buy in like Sephora to more drugstore makeup just to see if I can save a few extra dollars here and there, because as we all know, makeup can be super expensive. Well, let me tell you, drugstore makeup is not cheap. I think I spent, from CVS, I think I spent, $102. And I didn't buy that many things, but if you can see, I really did buy $102 worth of products from CVS. So, let's see what I got. Okay, so for a more receipts. For a primer, I got another e.l.f. primer. It is the Mineral Infused Face Primer. The reason why I got this one is because I did try the last one, the e.l.f. Poreless primer, and I did like the finish of it, but I didn't love the smell. So I'm hoping this one doesn't really have a smell in it. It doesn't look like it has tea tree oil. The other one did, and I think that's what was causing the smell. And because this is a mineral face primer, my Hourglass foundation is mineral as well, so I'm hoping maybe it'll be more comparable to the Hourglass one. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and see how this goes. So let's unbox it together and see how the consistency and the smell is. So as you can see, it's the same bottle as the other one. It's, I don't know how many ounces this is. It is 0.47 fluid ounces. So let's see. Shake it up a little bit. Oh, it's clear. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It has no smell. No smell. Can you see? It's a little bit shiny, but I think it'll dry down. Not bad. Okay. We can rock with this. Let's see. We'll see how we like this one. Okay, so after that, we'll go on to foundation because we're going to do it like as you would apply it. I got this Wet n Wild foundation PhotoFocus from Wet n Wild, which is what I just said. And I got it in the color Bronze Beige. So I saw this on a review from actually Jeffree Star, and he seemed to like it, and he's kind of been like me where he's not really into drugstore makeup too much, and he did say that he liked this product. So let's see how this goes. I think this will match my skin tone. Yeah, it seems like it would match pretty well. Whoa, it doesn't look like it's going to have much coverage at all. We'll see. Okay, I don't know if you guys can even see. I just put it on literally right there, and it doesn't look like there's much on my hand at all. So I'm not sure what the coverage is going to be for this, but we'll try it out. I don't know. We'll see. So the next thing I got was a setting powder, and I got it from Physicians Formula. Now, the reason why I got this one is because I tried to find the Coty Airspun, and I just couldn't find it at CVS. It didn't have it. And I remember I had this mineral loose powder a long time ago, back when I lived in New York, probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And I used to use it for under my eye to bake, and I really liked it. So I got this one as kind of an all-over powder, just to set my makeup. And I think it's going to be good because I remember I did like the formula of the other one. So yeah, this little brush thing, though, is totally useless. It's really stiff and small, so I'm not going to even use that, so we don't need to even bother. This is the only thing that kind of bothered me about the other packaging, which is the same packaging, is this little, like, tab thing here. So it's a tab and you open it up, and then that's how you close it as well, and then it has this on it. So it's not exactly the best when it comes to traveling with this, but like I said, the foundation, the powder is actually really nice. It finishes out really nice, and it's good for baking. I'm not going to open this right now because I know how it is. When I try it in my next video, I'll open it, but yeah. So I just wanted to show you guys the packaging. It has this little thing, and after a while, this actually fell off of mine. But there is, the little holes that come on the top of normal powder, so it stays in there pretty well. So that's from Physicians Formula. The next thing I got was this Master Contour palette from Maybelline, and it has a contour, a blush, and a highlight in it. This is in the shade medium to deep, and I got this, again, because I saw actually Jeffree Star reviewed this as well, and he said that he liked it, so I figured I would give it a chance. I don't know if I'm going to be too crazy about this highlight, though, because it seems to be, like, a little bit, maybe, I don't know. It seems like it might be too close to my skin tone, but we'll see. And it doesn't seem like the shine is too much, but we shall find out. Let me see if I can actually get this to open, and we will do a quick swatch of this. So yeah, when I went to the drugstore and I was looking at all these prices, I was actually pretty surprised because a lot of them aren't cheap. Like, I think this in itself was $18. Let me check. This contour palette was $14. So yeah, it's really not that cheap. I mean, I guess comparably to what you would buy in Sephora, a palette like this, you'd probably spend about $30 on it. So if you want to compare it, yeah, I guess it is cheap, but I don't know. I think this brush is going to be useless, maybe just if I wanted to use some highlight in like the corner of my eyes, because look how teeny tiny it is. I can't imagine contouring with this, but we'll see. So let's go into this highlight. Ooh, I don't like it. It is, I don't know if you guys can see, it's like falling apart as I'm rubbing it. Do you see it's like pilling up? Oh, maybe that was just the overlay. I don't know, can you see? That's the color of it. It's not really too shiny at all. But maybe the contour will be okay. The contour is more of a cool tone, which is going to be good because when you contour your skin, you do want a cool tone, so it really hollows out your cheek. You want the more bronzy for when you actually use bronzer, and you can warm up your face with that. So let's see. The contour looks like it'll be okay. Maybe a little bit, a little more warm than I probably would have liked, but we could try it out. So the blush is, okay, the blush is pretty. It reminds me of, I was going to say my Wet n Wild one, but not really. The blush is pretty, and it's kind of shimmery. This might be a good highlighter as well. I don't know if you can see the color. So yeah, this is the Maybelline. Can you see what I mean though? Like, if you can look at the highlight, it looks like it's like pilling up on there. Like it's almost like a skin that's shedding. I don't know. I'm not too crazy about that. And I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a mirror in it. I mean, I guess you can't really expect too much from the drugstore, but I wish it did have a mirror because it would be large and that would actually be really convenient. But who knows? We'll see. Tomorrow, time will tell. So the next thing I got was this highlighting powder from Wet n Wild. And the reason why I got this one was because, can you guys see it? The reason why I got this one is because I have a blush from Wet n Wild and I do like the way that it looks, and it almost kind of has the same finish. It's a little less shimmery than this is. So I probably should have unwrapped these before I did this video, but we're doing it together, kids. So this is more of a warmer highlight, and it is called Crown of My Canopy. So like I said, it's a little bit warmer, and I cannot open this. Come on, perforated edges. So yeah, the reason why I actually like this one again too is because it reminds me of, I saw a Kylie kit, the new one, the travel one or something. I forget what it's called, something like the travel one. I'm not really too into Kylie cosmetics, to be honest with you. The reason is because I know on her first few launches, her products were really inconsistent and some of them were pretty terrible. And I feel like when there's a lot of hype for a product, you have to make sure it's done really, really well the first time. And I wasn't too crazy about the fact that everything that on her line is kind of expensive for what it is. And I know that a lot of ColourPop, especially her matte lipsticks, a lot of ColourPops are dupes for those, and they're like half the price. So I don't know. I'm not really too into it. Maybe one day I'll try it out. But as of right now, I'm a Kylie Cosmetics virgin. And I don't know how long it'll stay that way, but probably a little bit. Come on, open, open. Yeah, I should have opened this beforehand. Okay, I think I got it open enough. Stupid packaging. Okay, so I got it. Finally. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It kind of, it's like a little bit of a pinky pearlescent color. Ooh, it looks pretty. Can you guys see that? It's right there. It's this one. So yeah, it's pretty. I think I'll like this one. Yeah, I think with my skin tone too, I think it'll look good. Okay, went well. I see you. I see you. I like this one. Okay, so I also got from Physicians Formula the Butter Bronzer, and I know this is all over YouTube. I never got to try it, so I figured why not try it now. This is expensive too. I think this was the most expensive thing I got. This was $16.49, so that is pretty expensive for a drugstore bronzer, unless I am living under a rock and that's just what things cost these days. But I don't know what I expected to pay for it, but I thought $16 was on the pricey side. So it is in the color bronzer. That's the color bronzer. It's 6676 bronzer, and apparently it won a beauty award from People magazine. So let's find out. I'm tearing apart this package. Okay, so the packaging is cute. It's like a summery vibe. So that's cute. Oh, there's a little mirror on the bottom. I like that. That's cool. That's cool. And what is this? This is a weird... Can you guys see this? I thought it was a brush, but it's actually a sponge up here. That's so strange. Are you supposed to, like, pat it on? Okay. Ooh, it smells delicious. It smells like tanning oil. Like coconut tanning oil. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it reminds me of. It definitely reminds me of the beach. It looks pretty. Yeah, I think I like it. Can you guys see it? It's right there on my wrist. I'm like the world's worst swatcher, so you guys are just going to have to deal with my complete lack of skill when it comes to swatching things. So yeah, I like this. It's cute. The little wavy texture is cool too. I love the smell, honestly. That's cool. I think I'll like that one. So next, oh, I should have done this first, concealer. I've actually used this before. It's the Maybelline Instant Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles, and I got it in the color Neutralizer. And I got the other one too. It's actually right in here, the light version of it. This one, the color is actually light. And this was just too white for my skin, so I couldn't really use this. But the Neutralizer, I think, is great. It's perfect for under your eyes, and if you really want to get the like contour look. I don't love the sponge on it, so what I do is I'll just use this one since it's already open. I take the sponge and I put it on my beauty blender, and I just tap it into the beauty blender, and then I use the beauty blender to apply it to my skin, and I feel like those give me the best results. Because the sponge, I feel like when you put it on underneath your eye directly, sometimes it lifts up my makeup because it's a little bit, it's not necessarily stiff, but I guess because it's like domed like that kind of, it like lifts up a little bit. So I apply it to my beauty blender first and then I do it, and it seems to work out really well. So yeah, I already know that I like this. I already have this, so there is that. Next, I got this brow pencil from NYX, and it is in the color black. So they had another one. NYX had another one that had like this brush on the end that looked like a toothbrush, kind of like a small little toothbrush on the end. And I actually tried that in the store, and I really did not like it. It was so hard. It wasn't smooth at all. It wasn't creamy. It was like, you know when you have an old eye pencil and it dries out, and you like, when you try to write it on your hand, it doesn't until you heat it up in some sort of way, and then it gets creamy. That's what it was like, but there was absolutely no color on it. It just like kind of almost hurt my hand to put on it. So that was a no for me, but I saw this next to it, so I figured I would try this one out. And it's a NYX. It reminds me very much of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, the thin one. And it has, again, it's a fine point, and it does have the spoolie on the end, as you guys can see, so that, you know, you can just get in there and brush those brows. And I do have really thick eyebrows, so I tend to like actually a thicker tip than this, but this is it's very similar to the original Anastasia Brow Wiz. I have the other one in the thicker one, which I love from Anastasia. Hold on, let me see if I can grab it for you real quick and show you. Sorry, I can't find that one. I don't know what the heck I did with it. Don't you hate when you want to find just one thing and the one thing you're looking for you cannot find? And I just had it, so I don't know where it is. But it's thicker than the original Anastasia. I'm so uncivilized that I say Anastasia. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is about the size of the original one. The one that I have is about probably that thick, and it has a triangular tip, and I really, really do like that one. I bought it by accident once, but I wound up loving it. It's lasted me forever, so that'll probably be the one that I continue to buy. But this is from NYX. Like I said, the color is black, and it is a brow pencil. So let's see. Okay, once it warms up, it gets a little bit better. At first, it didn't really apply too smooth, but once, like I said, it warmed up a bit, yeah, it's cool. We could try this one. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to like this one, but we shall find out. And finally, another NYX product that I got is this matte finish setting spray. So let's see how this sprays. Okay, the mist isn't too bad. Ooh, it smells like Play-Doh. That's weird. It has a Play-Doh smell. I don't know why it has a Play-Doh smell. Okay, let's see how long it takes to dry. Okay, it's still wet, if you guys can see. Still wet, but yeah, we'll try that out. I don't know about matte. It seems a little bit shiny to me, but we'll see when I try all this stuff on my face. Okay, so I really like I said, I wanted to try the drugstore makeup because I really wanted to see if I can convert some of my old high-end stuff to my new drugstore stuff, or maybe just, you know, swap them out every once in a while, especially now since it's summer and I feel like the makeup just melts off your face. So for me to use, you know, $600 worth of products on my face just to have it melt off is kind of a tragedy in my opinion. So I'm going to see how these work out for me, and I'm going to test it throughout the day. It's been a heat wave here, so I'm going to probably try it out on a warmer day anyway, and I will do a full face in my next video, and I will show you guys how it wears throughout the day and see if I like things, if I don't, and if I don't, I'm definitely going to return it because, yeah, $102 at the drugstore. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for the next video where I do put it all on my face and we test it out and we see if I like this stuff or not. And until then, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah!